The extended cut is the only cut worth watching. Dad tip
Welcome.
number 38.
You've got dads.
Oh, Craig is messaging it. See, all these dads are hot. Like, in their own ways. Like, they did such a good job on the character design. Hey, dude, I've got the runs. Oh, I've got just the thing. I'll head to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Oh, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Wait, why are we talking about this? By I've got the runs, I meant I feel like running. Wanna come to the gym with me? Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. You know what? Sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left in Meat Hell Marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Okay, okay. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to get her sopressata wrapped cheesecake out of the oven. I don't want to go running because we're just doing the Damien route, but I also forgot to do Craig's voice when I was reading his text, so I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna hang out with Damien again. Let's see if we can message him. We got one heart. We got a heart on for Damien. Okay. Let's see if it just lets us, like, repeatedly date him. Because I think you can do that. I don't think you have to, like, date around. But you can. But I don't think... Okay. Let's see. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter! Oh, I bet it's from Damien, because he's very old school. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. It was the most beautiful calligraphy. The letter... Oh, in the most beautiful calligraphy. The letter reads... Hold on. Dearest Alan, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing... Oh, I'm gonna read it in his voice. What am I doing? Dearest Alan, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful I may misstep and speak toward something unwelcome. For now I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that I thank you. That said, Alan, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema followed by a moonlit stroll would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Hey, sounds like a great date to me. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So, you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. See, she's smart. She's like, you gotta write him a letter back. He's just at the end of the cul-de-sac. Just send it to him.
Whoa!
You have to write him back! A real letter! But... Oh, my dog just totally snorted. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon.
Yeah!
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's so classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2?
Yeah.
Evil Never Dies? I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid.
Huh.
Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence, and it really turns the vampire trope on its head. See, I would see that. I'll watch, like, any vampire movie. I love that stuff. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. And there's ones like that, too. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda trying to draft a nice letter. I start writing. Okay. Damien. Oh, we gotta go, like, full on. Good morrow to you on this fine eve. Not sure if that checks out, but it looks fine to me. What's next? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Yep, we're gonna do that. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Oh yeah, we're totally gonna go with that. Ask him to hang out already! True art takes time, Amanda. With a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Let's do that. Okay, bring it home, Pops. I would very much enjoy your company accompanying me to the cinema. Yeah. You saved it there at the end. I'm sure he'll appreciate your thoroughness. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. Oh, I thought it was supposed to be 2 different movies. Okay. That's the full name of the movie. Which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. We'll say best wishes. And then I sign my name. My full name. Fancier that way. Alan Smith. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. And then this is basically what I just said. That's adorable. I love this. This is... I've done like 3 different routes, and I think this one's my favorite. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape?
Yeah.
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. You know, I've always wanted a wax seal for envelopes. It just looks so badass. Like, it's really cool. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing?
Oh.
Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. Yeah! I've always wanted my own sigil or crest. That, you know, was just me. For me. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, all I guess there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh?
Huh?
Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. Huh? I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. Ooh, here we go. Date number 2. Date number 2. Yeah! The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for?
Ugh.
I don't know, I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. What?
Huh. Oh my.
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take to our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Oh, I bet it's Lucian. My dad's here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids.
Oh,
Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad.
oh.
And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it.
Oh.
Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
Oh, my.
You watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong.
Huh.
Maybe he's not gonna like the movie. Maybe he'll find it, like, offensive or something. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Well, I mean, it is a movie date. Movie dates are stressful when you're first dating because it's like you're not really getting to know each other. You're just kind of sitting in this dark room, really close to each other. You still don't really know each other. And it's like, okay, what if I accidentally, like, brush their leg or with my hand? Or, like, are we gonna share popcorn? Who's paying for snacks? Like, it's really stressful, so I don't blame him. I'm just gonna say, is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so, excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the art, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, he's scared. Halloween Town? That's a Disney Channel original movie starring Kimberly J. Brown. She actually married one of the guys from it. They're adorable. Oh, interesting.
Huh.
That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I wouldn't have expected him to bring up that some sort of... Oh, I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film I've never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. So he's scared. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film.
Ah!
Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. Okay, I love taking Twizzlers to the movies. Also, I'm not saying you should do this. But y'all ever sneak stuff into the movies? Like, Twizzlers, your own popcorn. I'm gonna say this right now. I got a story. When Magic Mike came out, the original Magic Mike, my friends and I wanted to go see it as a joke. So we went opening night to Magic Mike. There was even a cop there. And I always add that in because we could have gotten in trouble for bringing in outside food, and the cop could have been like, hey, you gotta go. We brought a full-on pizza into that movie theater. A full-on pizza from our favorite pizza place. We put it in, that's when huge purses were really, really in. And so we got a full pizza, and we did lemonade, like a little, like, thing of lemonade, like Minute Maid. And then we had, like, goblets that were pretty big, and we had that, and I think we might have done mini cupcakes too. It was wild, and there were so many people in that theater. It was packed. It was like sold out. Like the showings kept selling out, so the pizza like got old in my friend's bag, and we still ate it. Oh man, oh that was good. Yeah, good times, Magic Mike sneaking in food. I'm not saying that you should sneak a full-on Jimmy John's meal into Prometheus. I'm not saying that. But, just...
Ah!
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven. 2 more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The 3 look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade! This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick.
Ah!
We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
What?
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera.
Ah!
Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. Aw, cute. One of those. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and I got into an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it! I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Let's see. We will point out a plot hole. We're gonna be... Did you notice how that guard fired 7 bullets, but his gun only holds 6 bullets? We're gonna be that guy. Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how it's so much easier to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing, huh? Hey, look! That's an anachronism. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true Vampire Crusade was the crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard.
Oh my.
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmilla, who watch the two from afar. Oh no! Twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before... The next Vampire Crusade 3! Evil must die again! More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He seems to be kind of invigorated.
Oh.
What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A little more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll.
Ah.
Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk in the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. Ooh, good. He, like, slid right in there. He's like, I know what I'm gonna say. Smooth. Oh, there goes my dog. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn. Okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? We could maybe stop off and grab something to eat.
Oh.
Worry not, friend. I've a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? What? Okay, so I don't think cemeteries are weird. I love cemeteries. Where I live, I actually go hiking in a cemetery almost every weekend. It's awesome. It's so beautiful, so peaceful. There's a lot of trails, and people, like, bring their dogs. They ride bikes. Like, it's really, really cool. I don't go at night, though. It's closed, and also that's, like, spooky, and I don't want to do that. And I don't want to trespass, either. Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Alan. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. I love cemeteries. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? In his ass. No, I'm kidding. I don't know where he would have been hiding that. Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What?
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie.
Oh.
It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one thanks to your help. Graveyards, however. I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think gives a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to truly be alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Honestly, graveyards are really peaceful. You just gotta be respectful. Sometimes when I'm there, I'm just like, hey everybody, like I'm just here to hike. Like, you know, it's 2025. You guys have been gone a while, but lots of things have changed because there's some really old graves where I go. Like, really old. Like, some of them are from, like, 1800s. But I just say hello. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. I think I have an idea of who it could be. What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly toward us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature's getting closer, moving faster. Woof. Oh, I thought it would be another dad. It's a dog. No! That's a Boston Terrier! That's what I have! As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog! Hey, We both look up, not expecting to see... I think I know who it is. It is Robert! Okay, I thought it would be him. Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? What? I didn't even know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around the graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though.
Hey.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? Yeah, he just be keeping dog treats in his cloak, just ready to strike. The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks.
Hey.
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I, think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends his hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. As he should. As any gentleman should. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Alan, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Oh, is he gonna give us the flowers? That he somehow has in his cloak? Oh! Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded monogram handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. I'm going to say I will use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. Oh, he loved that! We got the eggplants! Damn, boy! A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. Oh, we're open. We're open. It's nice to feel so accepted. Oh, thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. Ugh, I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside.
Hey.
Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs out from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. 'Cause she be creeping. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told ya. But as it turns out, Damien is Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep that between me and Damien. Scary. Cool. Yeah, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, Alan. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
Oh.
I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though.
Yeah.
How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. I love the Damien dates. Like, he's my favorite. Like, he's really attractive. Like, his personality. S rank! Oh, hell yeah. He's, like, really attractive and stuff, but, like, I feel like if I could be, like, my absolute true self, I would be more like him and I would dress like him. Because I love that Victorian style, like, absolutely. But clothes like that are so expensive. And honestly, people would look at me weird in my town. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds a little strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I'm gonna actually push a little bit. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out! Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, I hear her make a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah?
Oh, no.
Amanda sits down at the table across from me. So, I want to talk about what happened the other night.
Aww.
Amanda looks away. What has you so upset? What's going on? I told you I don't want to talk about it. Well, you've been giving me an attitude lately, and I'd like to know why. It's none of your business. What happened? Is it something I did? No, Dad. Can you just drop it? Amanda, please talk to me. I feel like you're drifting away from me. I don't have to tell you everything. I'm an adult now. You should treat me like one. Amanda, I'm only pressing this because I care about you and I want you to be okay. If you're not going to tell me, then fine. No matter how much you don't want me to care about your health and well-being, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm your dad. It's my job. That's all. If you ever decide you want to talk about it, I'm always here for you. Reach out and squeeze her hand. Always.
Oh.
Okay. Amanda gets up. I'm going to go now. Alright. I watch Amanda go into her room and close the door.
Welcome.
Ooh, I need some water.
You've got dads.
Alright. Let's see. Craig is super hot, but I'm just like, we're going for Damien. Dad Mazan. Hi, this is Steven from Dad Mazan. I'm out front with your delivery. Okay, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put pants on first. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. Wait, okay. We'll just, I don't remember what that does. We're gonna talk to Damien again. Alright. So once we do this, this is going to be the final date, as far as I know. I think it is the final date. I think there's just, yes. Yeah. Did it save? Save, oh wait, did I accidentally? Come on. There we go. Okay. It was acting kind of funky. And we're loading. And we're loading. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I needed a talking break. Okay. Alright. Ever since that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly. Getting those steps in, I'm sure. He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through Dadbook. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a seal for my letters, and I just couldn't say no. Hanging out with that goth dad again? Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes. Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power. Gosh, I love Lost Boys. If you... Excuse me, like I said, I'd probably be burping a little bit. If you don't really have familiarity with vampire movies and you're wondering where to start, that's a great place to start. Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie. Turn into a bat. I don't think... What's the point of being a vampire if you can't turn into a bat? Well, okay, I'm off. Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat? One of those. While I'm out, you can throw away... Can you throw away the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That'd be great. I'm keeping it there as insurance. You understand, right? That's my girl. Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze. This is romantic.
This is super romantic.
This is gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black? Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it would make sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, was that in the Victorian era, Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. I've actually heard that. I think that's true. I have another question. Go ahead. How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned it in the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something? I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I am going to die. You are going to die, and life carries on without us. Doesn't that make you feel scared? See, that makes me feel scared. I would not be able to embrace that. Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian era, and yet funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. I've actually heard about that, too. The mourning was so complex that there were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone, you end up feeling lost yourself, because we have no modern equivalent for those formalities. We need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but not allow it to consume us. So no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting and occasionally cruel, but it is at all times precious. To stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Wow, that's beautiful. I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry I have to take this. Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few moments, Damien returns to me. Everything okay?
Oh my!
There's an emergency. Lucian? No, thankfully, but I must take my leave. Oh, okay. Is there anything I can do to help? Dads do have to stick together, right? You know it.
Ah,
Then come. There isn't time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town. Where are we? It's better if I just show you. I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript, I'm unsure of what kind of place this even is. Wait here for a moment, I'll be right back. Damien walks off down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of this seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from someplace I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound like claws on tile. It's definitely a pet shelter, because the pet carrier's under there. Yeah, oh, this is making me sad, even the description. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff at the air. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly the lights shut off. I panic, unsure of where I am or how I can get out. I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier. Damien? The lights finally turn back on. Hey, sailor. Mary, what are you doing here?
Come on.
You aren't here for the fight club? I don't want to get punched in the face.
Hmm?
Great, because this is an animal shelter. A what?
Ah.
We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in? Oh, sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering in an animal shelter. Wow. Okay, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open. Appearing from the shadows, I see... Damien? Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian era clothing, no makeup. Oh my gosh, he still looks hot though. I wasn't planning to share this side of me until much later, but I'm not as goth as you think. I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions, and I volunteer at the animal shelter in my spare time. I'm boring. I'm fascinated with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am, and I need you to know that. Oh! I hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to.
what?
Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again? Who's Duchess Cordelia?
Oh my.
She's one of the pups, gets out all the time. She somehow learned to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out?
Ah.
This morning, I went to go sing wow, I can't. She sells seashells by the seashore. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats. Okay. And when I came back, she had already bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you two to go and find her. Of course. Where could she be? She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people. What? You're a perfect little peach, Ellen.
Ah.
We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold. Oh. I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I took over the map Mary had created for us. Oh man. I'm Nerd's house? At least you're not other Nerd's house. Looks like you're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo. Where should we head first? Let's check... I don't know, I feel like dogs, they like areas to run. So let's check the cul-de-sac first, because that's an area where they can kind of like run around in, like, the neighborhood. Damien and I exit the parking lot and start driving toward town. I look over to him. He seems concerned. Shouldn't be too hard to find the Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup. Mary wasn't kidding when she said that the dog was smart. One time she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby. It was really a great year for Bark Bark Bark. I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Alan? Gotta stay positive. My dad once told me, Alan, you can't shove raisins up your nose, and that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude, and you know what? I made it happen. Ew. It might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity, but on that day, I learned that anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Young children really are resilient, I suppose. Yeah, young children. I was 16. Let's just hope for the best. We got this. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems pretty normal. It looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass, I just mowed. Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today? Aside from your unwatered lawn? Oh, here we go. How dare you? I take my lawn care very seriously. Eldon, please. You haven't seen a dog run through here, have you?
I don't know about that.
Well, a little while ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's going to take forever to retill the soil. That could be a dog, or a rather feisty raccoon. Whatever it was, it must have been hungry, ate all my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. I wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. Alright. Well, the coffee spoon sells food. Let's give it a shot. We park in front of Matt's coffee shop and walk inside. It seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up?
Huh.
Have you seen any stray dogs around? Actually, yeah. I caught one digging through the trash earlier. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in? Matt thinks for a second.
Hey.
Might have been running east, I think. That pup tore through 3 pans of old Right Said banana bread. Want to take them for the road, just in case? Sure thing. Matt packages up a slice. Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This banana bread is going to be so good. I think he meant to give it to you for the dog. Right. I meant it's going to be so good for the dog to eat. I feel like we are on the right track. You think? If we keep this up, we'll find the Duchess in no time. Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any? Lucian is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that. But there are still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful. There's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy. Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time. Verily. So we'll just go to each of the locations. I think what it's doing, because it's the last date, is kind of taking you through, you're re-seeing the dads that you could have chosen. Because I think Craig's going to be here. We drive to the softball field. Yep, it looks like Craig's team is practicing. I wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over, softball bat slung over his shoulder. Hey bros, what's up? Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, would you? One escaped from the animal shelter and I'm trying to locate her.
Oh.
I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something? Girls! Hi, Amanda's dad. Hi, Lucian's dad. We have names. Girls, have you seen any dogs around? There was a big dog here earlier. She ran off a while ago, though. I don't think she had an owner, but she really wanted to play. We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran. I think she ate it, actually. She was a lot of dog.
Oh.
Here, take another softball. It might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. Alright, we're gonna go to Bayside now. We arrive back at the Bayside. Just like old times, eh?
Ah.
I remember as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today. So what do you think? Any sight of the pooch? None yet, although who knows if she made it into any of these ships. The Duchess would do that? I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough seas and without the compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter. Amanda, what are you doing here? Did you think I just stayed inside all day, vegging out on the couch and watching TV? Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
Yes.
I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV.
Eh?
Had to get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here?
Yes.
Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around his neck. I saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies, a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever. Did you see a Mastiff anywhere? No dice. I would have definitely remembered that. Yeah, Mastiffs are huge.
Huh.
My mom was on a trail one time, and somebody had their Mastiffs off leash, which, don't get me started about not having your dog on a leash. They knocked her out of her shoes. Like, literally out of her shoes. It was wild. Okay, I need a drink for sure. Hydration break. I gotta run though. This Rito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand? I do. Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Smith. Matt said the Duchess went east from the coffee spoon, but there's no sign of her here. I suppose we need to go not so east? I fear that the hours are growing short. We must make haste to find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood. Let's do a bad dad joke. Let's see if this is a bad dad joke. What kind of dog does a vampire have? I would imagine it would be unwise for a vampire to take up the company of a smaller mammal for the means of companionship. It would be too tempting to... A bloodhound. I was gonna say a bloodhound, Damien. Oh, yes. Jeez. I keep reading Damien directions from the map as we drive around town. Okay, last place. And he didn't find that funny, so... Oh, penguins! I love penguins. I went to a zoo once where, like, the glass for the penguins was, like, a little taller than my waist. And I was like, you could just reach in there and grab one of those little fuckers. Like, you could just go in there, grab a penguin, and be like, rah, rah. Okay, they don't exactly sound like that. But some of them kind of do, I guess. Damien and I stopped by the aquarium. Everything looks in order here, but it might help to get out of the car and take a look. You seen anything?
Oh, no.
No dog here. Not even any sign of her. Did you know that penguins are considered the goths of the sea? Damien, I want to believe you so badly. Okay. So, I guess I have to think about where to go. Let's go back to the cul-de-sac. See. Arrive at the cul-de-sac to find everything looking normal except... Uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open. She can open doors. This is classic Duchess Cordelia, a telltale sign. We should approach with caution. Whatever goes down in there, I've got your back. We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Oh my god, she's so cute! Oh, I would adopt her. Oh, I love her. Yes. She's not a duchess, she's a fucking queen. Look at her. Oh. Oh, my dog is snoring. They're sitting in the center of Hugo's living room like she owns the damn place. It's one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Woof. Well, she hasn't broken anything in here yet.
Huh.
Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out of here before Hugo comes home. Easy peasy. Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan. We're gonna give her the banana bread. Yes! Yes! We got eggplant. Woohoo! That means he loved that. I reach into my pocket and pull out the slice of the right-said banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread. Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy homemade vegan and possibly gluten-free banana bread, if that's what you're into. The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff, before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it on the ground, like dogs always seem to do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leash to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining.
Ugh.
It's time to go home now, Duchess. I love that she has a name like Duchess. That's so cute. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move.
Huh.
Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way we could even try to lift her. Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing? Ernest stands in the doorway with a plate of pizza rolls. It looks like trespassing. Well, yeah, it just looks like that. Damien, what are we doing? Trespassing? You do me in like that? The Duchess notices Ernest and starts pulling against the leash. Okay, I've had 2 things that have gone wrong. Shit. Why is this dog in my house? It's a long... The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurls toward Ernest. Ah! Ernest and the Duchess fall to the ground. Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad. Ernest, are you okay? Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll. Hey, she likes pizza rolls! Ernest sits up, but the dog keeps licking his face. Oh, hey. Hugo stands at the door looking like he's at a loss for words. What? Why are you guys... Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but it involves a large dog who knows how to open doors. Boof. Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia? I love that name. That's one of my favorite characters on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel is Cordelia. How do you do? Borf. We're friends. The Duchess licks at Ernest's face. She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop. Dad, can we keep her?
I don't know.
Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of a...
Sweet
Wait.
Manchego.
Did you just call me Dad? Come on, please. Look how cute she is. Hugo sighs. We have been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise me you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. I suddenly remember what's on the back of this map and pull a pen out of my pocket. Got the forms ready for you if you're interested. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, you know, we technically broke into your household. Well, alright, it's a deal. Hugo steps out onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend.
Oh.
I know, he called me Dad, can you believe it? Damien places a hand on Hugo's shoulder. I certainly can. I think this will be really good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility. You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though. The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her and she'll love you two forever. Thank you. And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home, and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work. Nice work, you two.
Hey.
Alan, you could be a very valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know. If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up. Mary, I always feel like petting puppies. Good to know. Well, I'll catch you fellas later. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around. Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Damien's my special boy. I love him. We go way back, and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever hurt him, Mary.
Hey.
You can fill in the blanks. I gulp. Yes, ma'am. Mary leaves me alone with Damien. So, about the whole goth thing. I completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore. What? Am I missing something here? I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring. I owned 5 pairs of tennis shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care? He looks so nervous. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is, you care, and that's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute. You don't think I'm boring at all? If you're boring, then I don't know what makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter. Then maybe we can be boring together? It would never be boring if it was with you. Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug. He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary. Damn, that boy smell good. I would really like lavender and rosemary shampoo. That would be awesome. I love lavender. And honestly, I love rosemary too. I was so scared you wouldn't like me. Quite the opposite. Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the color contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's getting hot up in here. Everybody get your fans out. May I kiss you? Oh my god, yes! Does a bat have wings? I believe I have my answer then. He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss. Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me take care of the puppies? Yes. Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep. This was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you. I'm glad, but I have one request. What's that? Can we keep sending each other letters? But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home. Oh, Amanda be watching that shit through the window. Watching her dad make out with a vampire. Amanda runs back to the couch from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time. Hi, Amanda. So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together? Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either. Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad. Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning? Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come. I wonder what grade we got on that. I mean, it was good, but it's probably not gonna be S rank. Because I had the 2 interactions that weren't, like, 100%. Okay, still rank A, so, like, we didn't lose.
I'm not quite sure what that one means. I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
Oh, they have a little bit of voice acting. I just thought he needed, like, a Russian accent. And I like doing those, so I was like, well, I want to stretch my acting chops and do that. It's actually something I pull out at parties. People kind of get shocked. Okay. Whew, I think I finally have everything set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Alan. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Oh, we're gonna joke. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. Oh, excuse me, hold on a sec. Just that little burp. Ooh, that carbonation. I tried to send him in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government.
Oh.
Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they've got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show.
Huh.
Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something?
Ah.
Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. It's all the dads! So you can choose any of those dads. They're all awesome with their own unique stories. You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party with all the daddies and their kids. Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you.
Yeah.
Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. Man, I would kill for that at a party. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with crunchies in the middle. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's a good-ass party. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation with Amanda. We have a real fluffy Samoyed right now. His name's Harold, loves belly rubs. He always tries to lick your face if you get too close. Mrs. Christensen, thank you so much for telling me in great detail about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again.
Hey.
Sure, Quadro, we call him. It's one of those ironic names. You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you. Really? Nah, but I could get you in to meet all of them. We could always use extra hands around the shelter. And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog... I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart. Dad, we're having a moment.
Hey.
Hey, sailor, your kid's a good egg. Where's your goth prince? You two are usually attached at the hip these days. He's around. Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda.
Ah.
It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college. Trust me, I did it plenty back in the day. At one point, I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden, a huge dog leaps into my arms. It's Duchess! Duchess! Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face broad licks and hops down. We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. Oh. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. He's actually been a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of the dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime. Alan! Brian, you made it! Huh, I don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. just not bad?
Hey.
Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you, don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is really a great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro!
Oh.
This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all the ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. No one will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Bro.
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you more at church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime? Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. I romanced him and off stream one time. His story was cool. He's actually married to Mary, which is very interesting. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Alan. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for the finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school. Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Ah.
You're right. Go forth, adult, and I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Yes.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey.
Oh.
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yeah. See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college and I'll have a fresh batch of Right Said Banana Bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Hey, Amanda's dad. I turn to spot Lucian walking up to me. Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, bud. I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you. Yeah. My dad's had a rough couple of years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot. And it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucian. That means a lot to me. Sure. Let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Ellen. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Hey, thanks for the party. You really didn't have to. I ruffle her hair. Anything for my panda.
Oh.
Amanda looks down at her shoes and sighs. What's wrong? Amanda takes a deep breath.
Oh no.
I'm scared, Dad. How am I gonna make it through college if I can barely scrape by in high school? I don't know how to do adult stuff. My whole future is riding on this. Aren't you at least a little excited? It's your dream school. No, I'm too worried to be excited. I'm not ready for this. And I'm worried that you aren't either. Hey, kiddo, it's gonna be alright. No matter how far away we are from each other, you're always going to be my daughter. We've been through a lot together. This is just the next challenge, and I'll always be a phone call away. You're going to get through this. We're going to get through this.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess. This isn't... Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad, but it seems like she's trying to put this delicately. I just feel like I didn't get a chance to be independent, you know? I love you, Dad, but I need space to be my own person, and I didn't really get to do that growing up. Oh, my dog's shaking it out.
Oh.
I'm glad we're so close, but you can't be my best friend all the time, and I can't be yours. Oh. Maybe me going away will be good for both of us. Set up some boundaries. I don't know what to say.
Huh.
Don't get me wrong, I love you, but I do wish things had been different. I guess I have a lot to think about now, huh? I guess. Amanda hops up.
Huh.
My friends invited me out for ice cream, so I'm gonna head out. She kisses me on the top of the head. See you later, Pops. I love ya. Wow, Amanda really dropped a bomb on me there. It's hard to process this all. I thought I was being the best parent I could, but apparently there's still a lot to learn. I look up to see Damien smiling at me. I take a seat next to Damien as the last guests make their way out of the party. Did you know that in the Victorian era they would call benches seaty boys? What, really?
Oh,
I'm kidding, Alan, but what if? It's good to see you in your civvies again. Thank you. I had the revelation the other day, Alan, and I think it was largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form. My information technology form. But what you said about me, about how my passion was what you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself. A three-dimensional human being with his own thoughts, wants, and needs. I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did this in the first place. To make myself happy. I place my hand on Damien's, and I feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile. I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. Valid. So valid. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him. Damien, I'm so happy you've realized that you can be a dog-loving goth. Me too, Ellen, me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face and am shocked at how soft it is. How is your hair so soft? Dog shampoo. I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb.
oh,
You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss. But I think I can make an exception for you. There it is! Oh yeah! I like the look on his face. They really captured, like, I don't know, his essence. Like, looks really good. I like the art. I would get a print of that, actually, and hang it up.